What's up everybody, it is Colin here, and in this video I'm going to elaborate on the specifics of my 12-month journey with affiliate CPA marketing. So you can see there is a fixed dollar amount. It is exactly $589,227 that I was able to acquire in revenue in the last 12 months with affiliate CPA marketing. My first 12 months. I did a video talking about the results in terms of revenue, and in this video I'm going to talk about the mindset which is required to achieve these desired results. If you are somebody who doesn't give a fuck about mindset or anything related to that, or if you're making $10 million a month, then this video is not for you. No hard feelings, but this is for the people who are struggling, who are trying to reach that point, who are trying to either quit their day job or get maybe to a point of $10,000, $100,000 a month with affiliate CPA marketing. So the main mindset trigger that I would recommend you to incorporate is become self-aware. So the term being self-aware is kind of a loose term. You could think a lot of different reasonings behind that word, but it is the one term that I use and I live by in everything I do, not just business, but I'm so self-aware that I am completely honest about anything and everything, because honesty brings simplicity, and that's what I like. I like clear reasoning. I like to have the easiest form of communication because I communicate on a high level, which is difficult to understand. So if you're going to make that difficult, it becomes very difficult for people to understand what you're talking about and how you're talking. So the way I talk right now, when I make videos, when I'm trying to explain things, is I am self-aware that I talk very, very fast. When I talk in my native language, it is even faster. For the majority of people, it's barely understandable and they will miss a big portion of what I'm saying. My pronunciation in these videos is very proper, I would say. It is maybe because of my accent a little bit hard to understand, but anybody who has English speaking people around them or who watch a lot of YouTube, this would be easy to understand. I am self-aware that if I talk faster, my communication level goes down. I want people to understand me because I don't like to explain myself twice. The problem is never somebody else. It is always me. I live by this, and I got this from the 10x rule from Grant Cardone, or either If You're Not First, You're Last. Either one of those books, it has the golden rule that it's always you. And it gives this crazy example where he says, what would happen if you would walk outside across the street and you would get hit by a car? Is it an accident, or was it the driver, or was it you? Everybody would say, yeah, it was the driver because he hit me with his car, right? He didn't look, he made the wrong turn. In that scenario, you could always say it was me, because if I would have left a minute later from my house, I would have never seen that car. If I would have stopped to tighten my shoelaces, I would have never seen that car. If I would have texted back my sister, I would have never seen that car. That is very important. As soon as you are self-aware, you stop blaming people for things that are happening to you. Because in this world, 99% of the things happen because of you, not they happen to you. So when we look at a lot of diseases, a lot of things happen because of our behavior, not because of our genetics. So there are obviously diseases which are very sad. They are genetic based. It overcomes you. You cannot do anything about it. But if you get diabetes and you're fat as fuck, oh yeah, but everybody in my family is fat and they all have diabetes. No, you're just a fat fuck. You've been eating 4,000 calories a day for the last 30 years. Of course you're gonna get fucking diabetes. And they, oh yeah, but the healthy food is expensive and I don't have money. And no, but you do have money to buy McDonald's every single day. That doesn't make sense. You're not self-aware. As soon as you stop blaming people for your actions, so many doors open up. I know that in everything I do, it is always me. So when I reflected back to affiliate marketing, I became a master in negotiations. I became a master of manipulation when it comes down to talking with people. That's why a lot of people tell me you are so charismatic in this video. That is only because I know what you want to hear. I'm able to put myself exactly in your position, envision that, because I know that is what I'm good at. I'm so self-aware of the things that I can and the things I cannot do. So let's focus on a different topic. I know one of my weaknesses that I'm extremely lazy. I've said it a million times in my videos, and I try to be funny about it, because then I turn my weakness into a strength to some extent. Being lazy is something that I struggle with every single day. It keeps me away from productivity, which I know leads to results. As long as I know that I'm lazy, I give myself the opportunity to rest when I feel like I need to rest. But I never rest the same day. And that's a thing I picked up from a bodybuilding podcast. They tell you, if you're tired, then rest, but not today. Go through today, go through the motion. Don't train, but just go through the motion, do the work. And even if it's only 40% of the work you wanted to do the work. Then tomorrow is a new day. If you still feel tired, you were tired after all. But 90% of the time you won't feel tired. It was just weakness. It was just the desire, the temptation to let your guard down, to take the path of least resistance. The path that will get you nowhere. The path that will keep looping you around every single day, where everything seems to be all right. You'll feel kind of numb because you don't have any goals. You don't have any goals, and you don't realize there's so much more than life than what you're doing. There's so much more to life than eating pancakes in the morning, going to work, coming back at 6:30, sitting in traffic, coming back home at 7, eating mac and cheese, watching Netflix all night, and rinse and repeat. 5 days a week. Then go to your job in the weekend. Fucking hell. Go to the bar in the weekend, drink, have hungover, drink, and then it's Monday again. What are you doing with your life? That's a good question. So that was a little bit off point, but as soon as you are self-aware in any decision I make will influence the path I walk. Any experience I've had in the past has influenced where I am today. And that's why many successful business people, successful athletes always say, I would never change anything in my past because it brought me to the point where I am today. How dreadful, how hurtful the events might have been to what you've been through, it has created the person that you are today. And I think that is all that we are. We are a collection of experiences. And if you reflect yourself into those experiences, you can create the future any way you like. People who are in countries where the situation is not as they like to see it. I'm from a Western European country, one of the, I would say, more comfortable countries in the world. Let's say you're from a country in Southeast Asia, maybe South Africa, Central Africa, where the situations are not like this. There is always a way. It's either there is a way or there's an excuse. If you want things to change, be the change. If you do nothing, you're just like the rest. You're not self-aware. And that ties in with the next topic, to take responsibility for everything. Everything that you do, but also everything that happens. If there is a mistake, it is always your mistake. So let's say regarding affiliate marketing, if I make a mistake, right? Or even better, my media buyer makes a mistake. So he gets an ad account banned. It's not because he did something wrong. I gave him the wrong instructions. Apparently, he used a clickbait copy which was not allowed, and I let it happen. I could tell him like, oh, you fucked up. You need to get a new account. No, I will get a new account because I gave him the wrong instructions. I will still tell him he did something wrong because he shouldn't have used the copy, but it is not his fault. It is my fault. The end responsibility is always mine. If you have a VA who's putting borders around images and you asked for circles, did they not listen or did he not communicate clear enough? Which one of those two things is it? It's probably that they didn't listen. But the first time I will say, I probably didn't tell him or her clear enough. The second time, I will be doubting myself. I will say, I think I told her or him last time that it was pretty clear what they had to do. But again, I might have been wrong. So I'll just tell you one more time. So don't take me for a fool. I take responsibility, but up to a certain point. If you, third time, you still fuck up, obviously you're fucking fired. This is not a playground. This is not a place. This is a place of money, not a place of fun, just fucking around, doing stuff the way you want to do it. No, there are specific instructions. And if you cannot follow basic instructions, you are not taking responsibility. So I can take responsibility all I want, but obviously up to a certain extent. The self-awareness ties so much in with the responsibility that is a continuous loop. It just goes around, and it will influence every decision you make. Do I take skim milk or do I take normal milk? What do I want? What are my goals? What should I do? What is healthy? What is not healthy? If that is important to you, if not, fine. But that is what is constant. That is what you are constantly thinking about. That is what is happening. What is actively on your mind. And what is not actively on your mind, but what should be a pattern in everything, is your positivity towards things. Your positivity towards anything which will breed motivation. For me, it's discipline. I will take everything to the furthest extent of discipline because that is what brings me happiness and that is what brings me positivity. And a lot of people tell me, like, why do you spend 7 days a week, 1.5 to 2 hours a day in the gym? That's not even productive. You only need like 45 minutes. But that is what brings my eternal fire, what lights my eternal fire. That is what brings me positivity. If I don't do that, then I don't want to do anything. You will notice that as soon as there are so many naysayers, it's so easy to walk the negative route, and it's really hard to walk the positive route because there's almost nobody to support you. The glass, like they say, the glass is half full. Or you could, like, the glass is half full or the glass is empty, right? Half empty. I don't really get that. I would say you should be happy that there's water. You should be happy there's something to drink because hydration is important. Positivity in the way I like to use it is when it comes down to affiliate marketing. Oh, I didn't get the payout I wanted, but at least I'm getting conversions. Oh, I got an ad account banned, at least I didn't get my business manager banned. There's always the next step. How bad things might be, they can always get worse until there's nothing to fear and you're dead. There's always something that is next level, and you just have to be self-aware enough, be in the moment to actually be able to accept the things you cannot change. That is very important. So if you sense, and it's not about changing people at all, like the self-awareness, the responsibility, the positivity, it's already inside of you. And if it's not, it's fine too. But the mindset acquired to push business and scale businesses all by yourself will require, I would say, at least 2 out of these 3 elements. I would say being responsible and self-aware is almost the same. Positivity is not that much required. It could also be, let's say, what they call luck. But you will want to pick, or at least research these topics, because I think the self-awareness came not out of myself. It came probably to a combination of like 50 books I've read in the last 3 years. And before I got into entrepreneurship, I never, ever read one book by myself, which was not for school. I've never read one single fucking book. And then I got into entrepreneurship and I read 50 books in my first 3 years, which might not be that many because I don't like fucking reading. I like listening to audiobooks, but they don't count as real books because you're just listening. I have a whole pile of fucking books down there in my cabinet. It's like completely filled with books. And then I have like an app on my phone where I can listen to books. It will, hearing, yeah, it's like, it's a mindset pattern really. Hearing past experiences from successful entrepreneurs, or even if there are stories to motivate you. That was brought me, because I've always been into motivational videos, everything like that, because I like to work out, right? And that's also really hard sometimes. So when it comes to mindset, the books I like, 10X Rule, If You're Not First, You're Last, Sell or Be Sold, all from Grant Cardone, Rich Dad Poor Dad, 4-Hour Work Week. That's all experience books. This is a story book, Richest Man in Babylon. Really, really good book. It's just actually a story, so it's really easy to read. The Art of War, really interesting strategic management book. Cash Flow Quadrant, Compound Effect. Those are just larger principles behind what business is. And mindset is one of those crucial factors that has nothing to do with business, but at the same time it has everything to do with business. And that is why I wanted to make this video. I know that 90% of you guys will ignore this video, will not even have made it to this point in this video. But the 10% that have, maybe the 5 or even 1% that has, if you got anything off value from this email fucking video, if you got anything of value from this video, that's all I really care about. That's all I wanted to achieve. I've said it in the past, if there's one person watching this YouTube channel and changing their lives, that is all I wanted to achieve. So I'll be back soon with another video on this topic. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned a thing or two, and I'll see you guys in the next video.